woke up this morning feeling like a doctor. On my Fidel Castro shit, nigga try to stop me. One nation under God, and that's a black army. The stroke ain't dead, niggas just scared. You know what I'm saying? What's going down, man? Let's talk about it, man. We see Travis Kelce bump into the coach, having an emotional outburst on the sideline, all irate, so irate that one of the team members got to rush him to the side. Now, this is not to bash him or say he wrong or he right, but this is an example to show the double standard, the hypocrisy and bias within mainstream media, sports, in this whole society. All right? Let's look at what happened before we go any further, man. Okay. Now we see him out of control. All right? We see he damn near knocked the coach over because the coach is not even aware that he finna come with that energy, bump into him, and all that. Now, they'll say, oh, it wasn't a good look. Oh, he just got a lot of passion for the game, which is cool. Which is cool. Now, when you examine that, all that sound good. Imagine they putting that in your mind. Now, what if they would have came across and said that he's out of control. He need to get control of himself. That let's say he has an anger problem. Maybe he need to go through therapy or something. You know what I'm saying? Because just about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, he just saying threw a helmet on the sideline and the coach had to tell him, hey man, you tripping. And I'm paraphrasing using different vernacular, but yeah, you tripping. Somebody finna pick his helmet up and they say, nah, don't pick his helmet up. You know what I'm saying? That's what the coach told him. The dude that was finna, nah, don't pick his helmet up. Why? Why are they having this dynamic and dispute with each other? Ain't nobody talking about it. Because he's starting to think he a diva. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, now, they might not do it, but I wouldn't be surprised that he not on that team. Now, they'll say, oh, no, him and Mahomes. Now, of course, they got a little thing going on, receiving touchdown yards, a duo. So, yeah, he might be on it. But I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? I would not be surprised. All right, now let's look at this clip of another player, a black player, in an interview, how he's deemed for this, for his body language, his demeanor, and how he came across. Now, before we get into it, let me remind you, he ain't put his hands on nobody. He ain't in nobody's face. He got his adrenaline rush. He doing an interview. And his team is finna advance to the next round of the playoff, and he just made the game-ending play. All right, let's look at this.
Let's send you down to the field, and Aaron Andrews.
Joe, thank you so much. Richard, let me ask you the final play. Take me through it.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get. Don't you ever talk about me.
Who was talking about you?
Crabtree, don't you open your mouth about the best. Or I'm going to shut it for you real quick. L.O.B.
All right, and Joe, back over to you.
All right, well, we saw.
He was considered a thug after that interview. He was considered a thug. He needed to be out the league, and people were outraged. Outraged because of this. Now, here this man in the Super Bowl on the sideline, and ain't nobody even addressing it like they addressed him. Well, here goes some more footage of people calling him a thug because of this interview after the game.
So Richard Sherman, as we all know, he gave a fantastic interview to Aaron Andrews right after the game, and now people are calling him a thug. So here was his response in a presser. I believe this was just a day ago on Wednesday on the term thug. So if we can pull up the quotes very quickly. It seems like it's the accepted way of calling somebody the N-word. I saw a hockey game where they threw the puck aside and just started fighting. I saw that and I'm like, so I'm the thug? Okay, so come back.
Okay. You see that, right? You see the difference. They talking about this totally different. Stephen A. Stephen A. talking about, oh, I got no problem. He just he's one of the stars and he's passionate about the game. Wasn't Richard Sherman passionate? Wasn't he passionate? Is there a double standard in the media? Is it biased? Is it hypocritical towards black people? You know what I'm saying? His press conference was lighthearted. What was going on right there? Richard Sherman, they were asking him the hard question though, boy. They were asking him the hard question. Ain't nobody even talking about that. And I gotta say, what's up with that? Why is it always a different response when similar things happen between white people and black people? But they want you to think you the same. Y'all all equal Americans. They both playing the sport. Kyrie, you go shoot to Kyrie, he just put a post out. They want to make him pay $500,000 and go through re-education and classes. Should that man be suspended at the beginning of next year for contact with the coach? You remember Antonio Brown? Took his shoulder pads off, threw it off. Oh, they pasted him. They made him look like he was the worst person in the league. And guess what? The situation with Kelce was far worse than Antonio Brown. Far worse than Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown walked off the field. Just let you know, I'm through. He actually bumped the coach all in the coach's face, grabbed him. But they gonna push this under the rug like it ain't nothing. It ain't even getting the same the same type of response from the media. They ain't even using the same type of language and terminology. You gotta peep this, man. I'm just wanting to show y'all that just so you'll see the difference. And we gotta highlight it. Why? Because if you don't, you'll go with the brainwashing they just put out about that whole situation. The brainwashing, what I mean the brainwashing about the situation. Oh, he's just passionate. Oh, he should not did it though. Yeah, we agree with that. But he never in the situation was he deemed or labeled anything negative. They didn't question his character like they did Sherman, like they did Antonio Brown. We can go all the way back through the history. You know, when you're on the sideline having an argument, they call you disruptive. He's disruptive. He's a distraction. This the same player just had that situation when he threw his hammer down and he had words then. Coach had to check him then. Andy Reid had to check him then. Ain't nobody saying he disruptive. Nobody saying he's a distraction. None of that. It's a double standard in the media, in this society in general when it comes down to you black people. I just want to bring that out. Check out the video, subscribe and like. And again, man, this is Rebel Nation. Guess what? The struggle ain't dead. Niggas just scared.